Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a ton of new rumors to go over for Pokemon Day 2024, going over Legends Celebi, also Gold and Silver remakes. There's a lot of stuff to break down and get into today, so if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the latest rumors for Pokemon Day. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's go over the first rumor for today's video. Again, they were posted on 4chan. I just want to make this abundantly clear to take it with a massive grain of salt. You know, 99 times out of 100, these turn out to be false, but one sometimes slips through the cracks and sometimes turns out to be true. But yeah, take it with a massive grain of salt. Cannot get that across enough. It is not a leak, it is a rumor. So anyway, Pokemon Day, posted by Anonymous on the 24th of January, saying Shiny Koraidon and Shiny Miraidon distribution event for Scarlet and Violet is announced. Ho-Oh and Lugia raids available after the presentation. So, yeah, this is definitely something that could happen. We did get Shiny Zacian and Zamazenta as an event that you could go and get through like codes or through like email codes and stuff like that. So that is probably what they're going to also do with Shiny Koraidon and Miraidon. I don't like that they do that. I don't see the point. I would much rather just hunt for them instead of having to wait for a code that I may or may not get. But either way, that just seems to be the way they do things now. But that very well could happen. And then also Ho-Oh and Lugia raids available after the presentation. Again, that is also very likely. The 7-star raid that we have coming up is Empoleon, and that lasts for 2 weeks. And then obviously we have a week of like nothing most likely, and then I think like the next couple of weeks would be around when Pokemon Day is dropping. So the raid event around then could be for Ho-Oh and Lugia to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Gold and Silver, or it could just be that because a new game is coming out for Gold and Silver and they also want to, you know, promote that. They then go on to say update for Pokemon Cafe Remix, introducing 2 limited time events featuring Ogerpon and Terapagos available after the presentation. I mean, yeah, I could see something like that happening. I mean, I don't play Pokemon Cafe Remix. I don't know how often it is updated, but I do know that they usually go over the game on Pokemon Day and during Pokemon Presents and stuff. Ogerpon and Terapagos are 2 new legendary Pokemon, so maybe they drop them in Cafe Remix. Who knows? But yeah, there will be information about Cafe Remix most likely on Pokemon Day. Next up, we have a brief section about Pokemon Horizons, announces a new Pokemon film in production. Key art of the movie is shown featuring Captain Pikachu and Terapagos surrounded by Terra Crystals. More information coming later this year. So, obviously, we may get Pokemon Horizons regardless because in America it's actually been pushed back from around Pokemon Day to like the start of March. So they might talk about Horizons anyway. I don't know why it's been pushed back because it's already out in the UK. And I'm assuming they're just going to use the exact same episode, so it must be some sort of situation with Netflix. I don't know. But either way, that's the Horizons bit. But then they go on to talk about a new movie that's also apparently coming out. So it's featuring Captain Pikachu Terapagos surrounded by Terra Crystals. So we did have Riddler Coup talking about a new movie that is going to be coming out. It's not been announced yet. If there is a new movie and there is a new mythical Pokemon, which is what the leaker is hinting at, that very well could get announced on Pokemon Day. Because remember, Peturin isn't the mythical of Scarlet and Violet. Peturin is the mythical of like the DLC. We don't have like an actual Scarlet and Violet mythical yet, so maybe that is the thing that's going to get announced. But yeah, that's probably going to get its own movie and stuff. And again, that might be why we got so much backstory for Peturin, because it's not going to get its own movie. We got like the whole backstory that they dropped like a week after the DLC dropped, and then they also obviously went into it a little bit in the events to play that. But anyway, Pokemon Go update adds a Captain Pikachu event available after the Pokemon Presents. So this person's definitely done their research if this doesn't turn out to be true, because Pokemon Go has been data mined and a Captain Pikachu has been seen in those data mines, which will probably drop around the time of, yeah, this Pokemon Day, or maybe to promote the new movie if this is the case. So yeah, whether this is true or not, we are going to be getting a Captain Pikachu event. It has been data mined, but yeah, they either have done their research or they or this is legit. You never know. CGI video shows Paldea and Pokemon running through a Spanish-looking city as trainers gather around a raid. Teases Koraidon and Miraidon raid. So I'm assuming that's going to be I don't know. That wouldn't be the Shiny Koraidon and Miraidon distribution. That would be from like codes and stuff. But then apparently we're also getting Koraidon and Miraidon raids. Why wouldn't you just make the shinies in the raids? That would just make everybody a lot more happier. It'd make people play the game as well. I don't know. It'd be a weird thing to do. Pokemon Masters EX receives a Pokemon Day event. Arven and Mabosstiff plus Juliana and Sprigatito sync pairs are announced, releasing in March. More information coming soon to the game's social media. So yeah, we are kind of starting to dive into Generation 9 in Pokemon Masters EX, so I could definitely see some new sync pairs from Paldea in the mobile game. And yeah, I think Sprigatito and Juliana would make sense, and definitely Arven and Mabosstiff as well. That would be a really cool sync pair, so could definitely see that happening. So Pokemon Unite showcases Miraidon, available February the 27th. So again, I mean, it was data mined recently that we are going to be getting Miraidon in Pokemon Unite. Now, I don't know how long ago it was data mined. We just got the information like through proper data mines and stuff, but that was like after this obviously got posted. But I definitely remember something about Miraidon in Pokemon Unite like a while ago. But either way, you know, Miraidon has now been data mined to be coming to Pokemon Unite. Like, we know all that's like its stats and stuff. I think it's an attacker or something like that. So yeah, again, there's a couple of things that this person has got right before those data mines dropped. Like, I don't think the Captain Pikachu event dropped until after this, you know, the 24th. I'm recording this on the, you know, the 31st of January. So yeah, that information was kind of dropped after this. So you never know. You never know. There's a few things that they have got right that have since been, you know, revealed or leaked. New season auto releases during Pokemon Day features a future-themed battle pass, which would make sense with Miraidon because Miraidon is obviously the future paradox. New mobile game based on Pokemon Concierge called Pokemon Pocket Resort. So obviously that's very similar to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Gameplay consists of bathing, playing and dressing up Pokemon, shows different clips of the player polishing an Empoleon's flipper and playing with a side-up, releases in spring 2024. I mean, I could see that, you know, that they probably are going to be making a new Pokemon mobile game at some point. And Pokemon Concierge was very, very successful, so I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. They then go on to say Pokemon Blue, Red, Yellow, and Gold, Silver, Crystal available to purchase on the Nintendo eShop. Again, with the eShop closing on the 3DS and those ports not being able to be bought anymore, I could see that being a thing where you can now buy them on the Nintendo Switch Online, which also makes sense as well, especially because Pokemon Bank's probably going to be closing soon and everything like that. So yeah, I very well could see that happening. I kind of hope it happens as well. Again, I would also like to see Gen 3 and 4 also get ported. I'd probably not Gen 4 because we've just had BDSP, but Generation 3 definitely needs to get ported as well. Yeah, I mean, the originals I definitely can see happening, especially because it's the 25th anniversary of Gold, Silver, and Gold and Silver. So yeah, they kind of need something to happen this year. And then Pokemon Legends Celebi is announced. Starts with a CGI clip showing the silhouettes of the protagonists facing a forest shrine. Video cuts to gameplay, shows a few areas in a Japanese village with 2 towers. Cuts back to the CGI, shows the back of a character with long hair and a white coat facing the same shrine. Crystals start glowing from the ground, or growing from the ground, and slowly cover the shrine. The crystals light up, revealing Celebi. Celebi flies towards the camera, revealing Pokemon Legends Celebi as the game's title. Releases in November 2024. I feel like if they're going to drop a new game, they would show some gameplay and not just CGI stuff, though. I'm pretty sure when Scarlet and Violet were revealed, they did obviously the CGI stuff. They obviously started things off with the actor in like the kind of room, and then obviously everything started like flying everywhere, and then we saw actual gameplay, and then obviously we saw the starters and stuff. So yeah, we would see gameplay of a new Pokemon game, but I mean, maybe they change it up. But there's a lot of stuff in here that, you know, is gonna be true, like Miraidon, and obviously the Captain Pikachu in Pokemon Go, like they're confirmed like through data mines, so it very well could be true. So this is probably the likeliest rumor that I've seen so far. But let me know your thoughts on this. Would you like to see Legend Celebi this year? I very much would love to see Legend Celebi, but that's just my personal opinion. We have another rumor to go over as well here as well. Like I say, there's so many rumors dropping for Pokemon Day because we're literally right around the corner to it. This was posted on the 29th of January. Pokemon Day Presents, posted by Anonymous, is called Pokemon Legends GS. So this is not Pokemon Legends Celebi, this is Pokemon Legends Gold and Silver. I'm assuming that's what G and S stand for. So, revealed as part of Pokemon Day during the Pokemon presentation, obviously. Trailer shows a scroll on a table, and the scroll is untied slowly and opened and starts as a painted calligraphy, Akami style type drawing. So I'm assuming that's kind of similar to getting the books for Legends Arceus, where they kind of opened it and that's where we, you obviously saw like all of HDvee and stuff like that. Narrator starts speaking, so I'm assuming they're going over the details of what we actually see in the trailer. So the narrator starts speaking, telling the story of a burning temple and Pokemon lost because of the temple burning. So obviously that's talking about the burnt tower. The story speaks of a hero and 2 legendary Pokemon who accompanied him during that time and battled alongside the hero to defend a large regional village festival. I don't know if that's Ho-Oh and Lugia. No, 1 legendary Pokemon was known as a monster who called forth hurricanes into battle, so obviously that's Lugia, and another that wielded holy fire that revived the Pokemon lost in the temple burning. So I'm assuming this is kind of making Lugia to be out as the bad guy and Ho-Oh to be like the good guy. We are shown this story through drawings on a scroll. Once story has been told, seemingly in-game footage is shown and our player protagonist is shown at the stairs of a temple with bright orange foliage falling around the nighttime. So that's what I would expect to see for a new game announcement. A bit of CGI stuff and then some gameplay. We are shown this story through drawings. Oh, I just read that. The trailer is the trainer is accompanied by a large Noctowl standing by his side. Only the player's back is shown with a half view of the temple stairs and temple above. We then see a shot of the trainer's mouth and nose only. The trainer smiles, and the footage goes back to a painted drawing on a scroll. The scroll closes, reties, and starts to spin slow to fast, then slows down very, very slow. That is accompanied by a clock sound slowing down and disappears into green dust. This is really difficult to read for some reason. The green dust is then blown away with feathers in the wind, revealing a title on the screen. So Pokemon Legends Gold and Silver. The title logo is the previous Pokemon Legends logo, what they obviously used for Legends Arceus, with gold calligraphy style G with a distinct feather attached to it and a silver grey S that looks like a very wispy Lugia shape. Ends in a swirl looking like wind. Logo also has pieces of green dust behind it, recreated as pictured. I'm assuming that's gonna be for Celebi maybe. Released late 2024 and then for the Nintendo Switch. We'll be back later in the year with more information. Happy Pokemon Day. So yeah, I mean, I like the idea of a Legends Gold and Silver game. I think I would prefer that to a Legends Kyurem. I think just because I'm a bigger fan of Johto than Unova. I would obviously be fine with either of them because I really enjoyed Legends Arceus, but I think my favor is a little bit more in towards Gold and Silver. But I don't know, I mean, maybe this is true. They seem to know a lot about the trailer, so if this was true, then I'm assuming they'd be like on the translation team if they were to know all this. I'm assuming they're working on the Pokemon Presents trailer now, just simply because, you know, we're in February, and yeah, the Pokemon Day is going to be coming out soon. So we'll have to see what happens. But, you know, whether this is true or not, I think this is a little bit more believable. But either way, what are your thoughts on these rumors? Do you believe any of them? Would you like any of them to be true? Let me know your thoughts on them all. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. Like I say, leave a comment. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. That's everything from me. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.